Hello everyone, this is Martin and I'm presenting to you another video for this week. It's the upcoming week for September the 7th to the 11th, and I'm actually recording this early Sunday morning. It's close to 1:30 a.m. and it's Sunday, September the 6th. Like I said, early a.m. I just feel like getting back to the computer, getting back to the I've got the itch to get back to trading since I was on holidays for the last 3 weeks, and some people may say it's too long, but hey, I enjoy my holidays. I get away from trading, and when I do get back, I try to put in at least 110%, and this is why I'm sitting right behind the computer right now at my home office, and I'm going to give you this video for the upcoming week. So let's get started and see what's cooking. Apparently, while I was away, the markets were very volatile, obviously because of the different problems around the world and with China and the stock markets, and that caused the currencies to fluctuate wildly, especially the U.S. currency. So let's see if we can get back to a little bit of normalcy for this week. And we're starting off with the Euro USD daily. Okay, you can see that here in front of you. And basically, just let me do something. Basically, we are in a weak uptrend. Okay, you can see it's a weak uptrend. If price would have, let's say, retested this support area right here and gone higher, then we would have said that we were in a strong uptrend. But because price retraced all the way back down and even below this support area of 1200, where we've come right back into this area, I'm going to say that, and by the way, all of this, it can be stated as a severe pullback. So after a major run up, we had a very strong pullback with some very strong momentum candles. We're in this area right above the 50 SMA, below this resistance area. So I believe price is kind of basically going to go sideways for a while, and what we are looking for is either a bounce off the 110.80 or break below the 110.80, which is basically the 50 SMA. And if price does that, price will go all the way back down to this next support area, and possibly even down to the uptrend line. You can see I've drawn a upper trend line, a lower trend line, signifying a triangle. This was kind of like a huge false breakout. I mean, it did break out the triangle, but by about 300 or more pips, but that was because of the volatility in the markets last couple of weeks, or last week I should say. So markets have settled down, and I believe markets are going to go sideways until we have either another breakdown to the downside or breakout to the upside. But these are my levels right here, and watch for the retest off the resistance, which is this area. When I say resistance, 1200. So watch price goes up a little higher and then comes back down, and possibly look for a breakout below the 110.80, which is the 50 SMA. Okay, so that's what I see for here. The MACD is above zero, but it is momentum is falling on this one. Next currency pair, the British Pound USD. My goodness, we had a huge fallout last couple of weeks, while I was away on holidays. And you can see a couple of weeks ago, we were in a sideways channel. You can see with the trend line here, the bottom trend line, top trend line signifying this channel where price is just basically going up and down, retesting the highs, retesting the lows. Finally, right here in this area, it broke out and then plummeted right down all the way down to here. I believe price is going to keep going down, so we are in a strong downtrend. Caution though, we are near support. The next support area is the 150.80 area, 150.50. And then you can watch for either price to bounce up again a little bit higher. But I believe, if that happens, if price bounces up, you could look for a possible counter trend trade. or just wait for the break through the support, and then I believe price is going to come all the way down to the 14900 area eventually. Okay, so this area is key support right here, 150.80. Watch for either for price to come down to that area, bounce back up, or break through that. Okay, MACD is below zero, so we are in a strong downtrend, but caution, caution, because of this support zone in the gray rectangle right there. Next one is the Australian USD. This one's pretty easy to look at. I mean, here we're in kind of a very normal type of long major downtrend. It's a strong downtrend. We have kind of broken this downtrend channel. You can see the channel drawn by the pink upper line here, the pink lower trend line here. Prices drop down below, and I believe prices actually is going to continue down all the way down to the 67.80 area. Price though, again, I don't normally trade on Sundays, but Sunday price may continue going right down right away, or it may go up to retest this trend line, or maybe even a little bit higher, but I believe price is going to continue going down. We have a very strong momentum candle right there, so that's what I'm saying is watch for the retest of the resistance, which is this area right here, or by the trend line. We're in a continuation downtrend. MACD is below zero. Next chart, we've got the New Zealand USD. Here you can see price went was going down, down, down until it hit this gray rectangle area, which is considered support. It was a major support, and it held for about 3 weeks until price right here broke out of or down below the support area, indicating that sellers are gaining control with this huge momentum candle here. Price went right back up to retest the 8 EMA. You can see this as dynamic resistance, and that's what often price does. That price breaks down with a huge momentum candle, then comes back up to retest, and then slams it right back down again with another huge momentum. So I believe we're in a strong downtrend continuation. It's going to continue going down to test the 6150, which is just this previous low right here with this huge candle in the wick. You can see that. So again, continuation down to here, and then once we get down to here, it's going to be interesting. Price most likely will bounce right back up again, so possible good area for a counter trend trade. You can watch for that, or price would eventually break below that and come down further. The MACD is below zero. Now the next pair is the US CAD, and this pair has been basically, once it broke the resistance here of the 130-100 area, price went up high, and then kind of is now just ranging sideways. You can see down, up, up, down, up. I believe now the underlying strength you can see with this green area right here, I call this green cloud, is pushing price higher. This is the long-term support zone. And it's and eventually I believe price is going to go higher. So we're in an uptrend. I believe the uptrend is going to continue. Caution though, we're near a resistance, which is the 133.50. That's the resistance area, and so you can either watch for price to go higher and bounce back off below that, possibly taking a short counter trend trade. However, I believe after retesting testing the resistance area once here, twice here, the third time, which is coming up soon, it's going to eventually break higher, and it's going to go eventually, I've marked that here on the chart, up to the 3600 area right here. That would be the next major resistance. Okay, so if once price breaks out here, price will, I'm just going to show you something. Price eventually will go higher, come back to retest the support, and then go back up and okay, and eventually go all the way up to the 3600 area. That's what I believe. The other thing I want to show you is this is interesting. Once price broke out here above this gray rectangle, we had confluence in a way that it also broke the upper trend line of this triangle. You can see this triangle, upper trend line, lower trend line. Price went up higher and was trading sideways until eventually broke out. And I mentioned to you before, prior to the triangle, price was going up, up, up. So we were in a major uptrend. Price then started consolidating sideways, finally broke up. And price usually breaks out in the direction of the overall trend. In this case, it was up, so price broke higher. And also will, you can look at this here. Let me just draw something in for you. See the low to high here, okay? You can measure that, and eventually once with the breakout, price should equal that or even go higher. So I believe price is going to go higher up to around this area right here, and then come back to retest and then go higher once more. Okay, so that is what I see for this pair. Next, we are in the U.S. Swiss franc. Okay, with this pair, the U.S. Swiss franc daily chart, and all these charts are daily, by the way. Here I see a weak uptrend. We were in a strong uptrend here. Then from here, I hit resistance. Sellers came in, took control, brought price down here, went up a bit. Sellers back in control, along with this confluence area of this, excuse me, minor resistance rectangle area, the gray area, and the 8 EMA. And once price comes below the 8 EMA and also this resistance, price kept falling down all the way. And now it's come back up, but it's come back above the resistance, which now has become support. So this area right here, the 9680, 9700 area, is going to act as a level of support, and we can either wait for price to break back down again or price to break higher to the next area. Basically what I'm saying is we have to wait for further evidence, so there's caution. We are in a weak uptrend. MACD is just a wee bit above zero, but again, the momentum is very slight. So wait for evidence, just wait, and I wouldn't really take much of a trade here at all. Okay, and finally we come to the US Japanese pair. Now, we are in a strong downtrend, especially with these huge candles. Especially look at this one. This candle right here last week while I was away fell in total about 545 pips. Okay, I'm using my crosshair tool. But then came back all the way up. And now this is, it actually came back up to the major support zone. I'm going way back to May earlier this year, but this is going to be a very important key support zone area, the 118.20, 118.50. Price either has to break below this area for price to continue its downtrend, or if price comes back down a little bit lower and bounces up, we can actually look for a counter trend trade depending on where the 8 EMA is, but counter trend price may come back all the way up to this resistance zone here. So this could be an interesting one for you to trade. Watch price come down possibly a little bit lower, then bounce. Look for evidence for the buyers to come in and take control again, and price could end up just going sideways over the next little while. So that's what I see over there. Even though the MACD is below zero, again, this is a very key area, the 118.20, 11800, 118.40. This area, price has to either break below or price will bounce back up and go higher. And I want to point back a couple of weeks ago, we were in an uptrend. You can see that right here. Price finally broke the channel and went all the way down. So that's another idea why, or a reason why I do sometimes draw channel lines. And you can sometimes wait for price to break out either to the downside or the upside of a channel. So Caution, we're near major support, which is this area, the gray rectangle. Watch for bounce and a possible counter trend trade. Take care, everyone. It's been great coming back after a holiday. We're back in the saddle, looking forward to great trading opportunities. Take care. Looking forward to your phone call. Not your. I'm sorry. Your emails.